Hello everyone, guitarist Kristovichev here, and please welcome to Short Conversations number 5. In this episode, I wanted to show you a very short, simple, but rather effective technical exercise that can improve your chordal playing and technique in your left hand. It really works on stretching, dexterity, coordination, and also harmonic navigation throughout the fretboard. And it sounds like this. The basics behind this exercise is first to select a tonal center and a scale. In this case, I'm going to select the scale of C major, but you can apply this to any other type of scale, melodic minor, harmonic minor, etc. The idea is this: first map out the 7 modal positions of your scale. So in this case, the scale of C major, the first available mode I can play on the guitar will be the F Lydian mode, starting on the note F. Which is the 4th mode of the key of C major. Now on the top part, I'm going to extract a 3-note harmonic structure. In this particular case, I'm going to extract B, C, and G for this short lesson, but you can extract any notes from that mode as long as you fit within the fingering of the mode. That's important. I don't want you to go out from that particular skeleton of the scale. And once you extract that 3-note harmonic structure, the idea is to keep holding this and use all the possible fingerings to have all the alternate bass notes on the 4th, 5th, and 6th string. So in other words, as I'm holding this chord, I want to be able to play it with this bass note, then with this bass note, this bass note. So I'm just descending the scale backwards, and then I'm going to ascend as well. That changes and stretches your fingers to be able to hold that smoothly. And also you get to hear the true depth of the modality, right? Because we're getting that same 3-note harmonic structure with all the possible bass notes of the scale of C major. And so that's where you can start to hear how this particular color, harmonic color, gets affected by the lowest note. And so for me, this works on many different levels. It's a great technical exercise. It definitely works on your stretching, coordination, strength, dexterity within the mode, within the scale, and all the different techniques that are needed for the modern harmonic player. But it's also a great harmonic and ear exercise where it lets you taste all the different harmonic flavors that mode presents. Because obviously these 3 notes that I have, if G is in the bass, that can be an A minor 7. If F is in the bass, that can be an F major 7 sharp 11 with the 9th. If E is in the bass, it can be a C major 7 in first inversion over E. When D is in the bass, this is a great D suspended 13, or it can also be, for example, D minor 6. It's missing the 3rd note F, but it's still a great texture for that Dorian sound, and so forth. So, you really get to experience the mode with its own unique set of flavors. Once we finish in this position, then I'm going to move to the next mode position for that same key. So I'm going to get to G Mixolydian. And so in G Mixolydian, I'm going to select another harmonic structure on the top 3 strings. In this case, I'm going to do something like this: C, D, and B. correct harmonic structure, and I'm going to use all the notes on the 4th, 5th, and 6th string as descending bass notes as I'm holding that. So I'm going to have something like this. Then, and then the stretches get pretty wide here. And then you're going to ascend and that kind of stuff. So again, this is going to consist of repeating that same thing through every single one of the 7 positions. Obviously, you have a lot of freedom to pick different harmonic structures on top. These are the ones I've selected and I've included in the PDF. But obviously, experiment and you can get some very unique sounding harmonic little cells. Once you finish that, we're actually going to go to the second part of this exercise, which is to add some chromatic passing bass notes as well. So I'm going to take my mode position, in this case F Lydian to start with, and I'm going to concentrate on the 4th, 5th, and 6th string and feel within the diatonic notes, I'm going to feel the missing half steps. So the 4th string has the note, backwards the note G, F, and E. Well, I'm also going to get a G flat or F sharp. Then on the 5th string, I'm going to have the notes D, C, and B. I'm also going to feel and put the D flat or C sharp. And then the 6th string is going to have the notes A, G, and F. And then I'm going to feel the A flat and then the G flat or F sharp. So, in a way, you don't have all 12 half steps in there, as I'm not feeling all of them, but I'm just feeling the chromatic passing notes in between the diatonic boundary. And so I'm going to use now those as alternate basses, which are going to provide even more interesting fingerings to adapt with the sustaining harmonic structure on top. So if I take my initial 3 notes, now I'm going to play this bass, then this. Now I have to refinger, and I'm going to get exposed to all the possible different fingerings for that chord. So I'm just running those chromatic. And then ascending. And you get the idea. Now this is going to be applied to every single one of the modes, the 7 modes. So then I'm going to go to my G mix Lydian in this particular case, and then fill in between all the possible half steps that are not addressed by the diatonic steps, and then use those as alternate bass notes, which provide their own set of challenges in terms of fingering, stretching, and dexterity. Obviously, we're going to get to hear a lot of non-functional harmony, because now you're going to have that slash chord notation where basses are sounded against the structure that are not diatonic. And so there's another kind of more advanced ear training as to what else can harmony do when we clash 2 different worlds. So I hope you have enjoyed this, and hopefully this gives you some new ideas to add to your own harmonic practice, and really glad to be sharing this with all of you. So please take care, and I'll see you next time.